The MerlinXL Power Wizard allows Power BI users to import the data from HFM directly to Power BI tables. Once MerlinXL has been installed, you can define HFM as a data source for your Power BI reports. One option is to use the HFM Custom Connector, which is an add-in for Power BI that's been created by MerlinXL. In this example, we'll use the HFM Custom Connector to retrieve data from an HFM web form. All you have to do is enter the simple web query parameters and then select OK. And a connection to the HFM web form will be created that imports data directly from HFM to the Power BI table. If we look at our HFM workspace documents, we can see that the web form we connected to is just a straightforward HFM web form that any HFM user can create. Once the data is in Power BI, you can use its powerful data transformation functionality to link it to data in other tables or to Power BI parameters. For example, if I wish to change the period of this data set, I can modify the period parameter, and when I select refresh, the data in the table is updated directly from HFM for the new period. But we don't need to use an HFM web form as our data source. We can just specify an HFM dataset, sometimes known as a data slice, as our Power BI data source. Creating an HFM data slice query for an entire Power BI table is as simple as creating a single formula that's not unlike a SmartView formula. Each parameter in the getDataSlice formula corresponds to an HFM dimension, and a dimension parameter can be a single member, a list of members, or a function that brings in the base or descendants of a parent member. All the report designer has to do is enter the parameters of the dataslice function and then select Invoke. Then, once you've imported HFM data to Power BI, you can start creating your Power BI report by adding visuals. In this simple report, we can demonstrate one advantage of using the MerlinXL Power Wizard query, because now all you need to do to get the latest HFM data into your Power BI reports is to select the Refresh button in the Power BI ribbon. The Refresh function updates all the queries in Power BI and then recalculates the visuals. And depending on how the queries have been set up, this can refresh both HFM data and metadata queries. The MerlinXL Power Wizard has 3 different connection options. We've seen how to import an HFM web form as a Power BI table, and we've seen how to define an HFM data slice to form a Power BI table. The third option is to define multiple data slices and extract the data from HFM to multiple CSV files. These CSV files can be loaded into Power BI in a single operation. To define multiple data slices, we can use the HFM Power Workbook. The MerlinXL Power Wizard will extract the data defined by the data slices from HFM directly to text files on the local file system or network-based data lake or OneDrive. The Power Wizard automatically breaks the data extraction down to 1 period per file to maximize efficiency. The data files that are extracted from HFM are just standard HFM DAT files, and these can be loaded into Power BI or any other data visualization tool or database. The MerlinXL Power Wizard web query can import both HFM data and metadata into Power BI. The MerlinXL Power Wizard web query can import all the dimension members and their attributes from any hierarchical HFM dimension into a Power BI table. And the Power BI dimension table created by MerlinXL stores the data in a format that allows you to recreate the HFM hierarchies in the Power BI visuals and slicers. So Power BI can be used to display financial reports as well as charts and graphs. But it's not just Power BI that can be used to report your HFM data. If you publish your Power BI reports to powerbi.com, you can then display the Power BI reports in a desktop version of PowerPoint. And the same Power Wizard queries used to import data to Power BI can import HFM data and metadata to Excel. Then using Excel's Power Pivot add-in to create a star schema to link the HFM tables, you can create very powerful and efficient Excel pivot tables on your HFM data. Incorporating Microsoft Power BI enhances the reporting capabilities of HFM to a level beyond that of its competitors, and the good news is the desktop version of Power BI is virtually free. Using the visuals in Power BI and other third-party visuals, it's possible to create a vast array of impressive dashboards and reports, all dynamically linked to HFM data and metadata, as well as other data sources. You can also display and collect commentary directly in some Power BI visuals. In this video, you have seen that by using the MerlinXL Power Wizard and Power BI, it's now possible to display your HFM data using the very latest reporting technology. For more information on the MerlinXL Power Wizard and other MerlinXL wizards, go to merlinxl.com or email contact us at amosca.co.uk.